What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Welcome to Texas Podcast. Thank you for all the day ones, all the new subscribers, all the likes, all the comments, all the feedback. It's greatly appreciated. I see these clowns feel like they got something. They don't got nothing. They're reaching for a lifeline. Ain't no different than Betty the cook, Mendenhall. Y'all getting mad because the same play y'all try to pull, it wasn't successful. That don't take the effect that Marcus Steele and will be a fucking rapist. That don't take the fact. We can put up smoke and mirrors, smoke bombs, and this and that. Hey, that dude, Glenn, man, he probably did time with Mark. With Mark, he's a younger dude. He's in his 30s. So you gotta distinguish the generation gap. When Mark was in there doing time, that guy was barely pissing straight. So you can't compare. You know what I mean? You can't be like, oh yeah, I was there with Mark. Yeah, you were there after Mark was in the booty bandit. Because these young dudes weren't having that shit. And I don't know what bombshell they got. It don't make no sense. They're complaining about somebody not being a blood this, blood that. Who cares? He brought insight and brought facts on what you were doing. We don't need to be hearing anybody else's testimony. Shit, we done heard enough of what you had to say. And anybody that's defending you and still backing up your play, them dudes are idiots. They bought their subscribers. They bought their views. I mean, it's a deception. When you reach 100,000 subscribers, you're right about that, J Dog. That doesn't. I mean, fuck. We could have found 10 more young bloods, 10 more hips, 10 more wise wardens. It's still not going to take the effect that Mark was in there taking booty. You can't go against his own word. He talked all that he said all this shit of what he was doing to them dudes up in there, step by step, walking them through it. It's almost like somebody having a panic attack. You want to sit there and guide them through walk, man. Breathe, take your time, breathe in and out, breathe in and out. Nah, he was guiding them to take their cheeks, man. It's still like you got to take into consideration that these are the same guys that are complaining that had fake Mendenhalls, fake Betty the Cooks, all these fake characters. Youngblood did time at Limestone. Did any of these fictitious characters, as far as Betty the Cook and fake Mendenhall, did they ever step foot in the Limestone or any Alabama prison? I mean, just because you're not part of the organization, man, that prison is a fishbowl. Every other organization knows what the next man's doing. It's a fishbowl. You don't have to be in the organization to know, hey, that guy's a bandit. Shit. You already know. Just because you don't belong to that organization, you can't speak on it. Exactly. No, I ain't erase no comments, man. That's YouTube. If YouTube feels like you're saying some stupid stuff, and it's not gonna let you post it. So I don't know what their smoking gun is. If anything, they just prove the case a little bit more. Anybody that's been in prison knows people in religion knows what's going on in those prisons. Why? A lot of those fellow Christians, fellow Muslims, they try to guide and protect the newcomers. But then once again, prison politics dictates that they can't do that type of stuff. Okay. So every other member from every other organization knows which one's the bandits. Why? Because you tell your homeboys, say, you see that dude over there? He belongs to so-and-so. And he's a bandit. He offers you anything, avoid him, pay him no mind. So that don't take the point of Mark being a booty bandit, man. Young Blood, Fake Mendenhall, Betty the Cook. It's all the same. But it's only you can do it, but nobody else can do it. You see, it comes to that. He didn't come. You can have all these characters that never did no time in Alabama prison come vouch for this guy. And how are you trying to discredit Mike T? Hold on, my bad. Hold on. Mike T. I think you must think that I don't know. I mean, do you think I'm getting an okie doke played on me? No, man. I mean, you done heard it from the horse's mouth, man. When I say the horse's mouth, that's Mark. Ah, shit. I'm talking to your people, not you. Yeah. See, but see, that's the thing, man. It's like you know, it's called the flea flicker. You know, you play these special plays, these special moves. And it's called a flea flicker. Y'all try to pull a lot of flea flickers, but they weren't successful. Over and over. Y'all too busy attacking me that y'all couldn't see the okie doke. You see what you see? Shit. Mark fronting as a fucking fake blood. Ain't no fucking man. Don't make me go to California YouTube channels and start looking for these California bloods, man, and tell y'all how it is. Ain't no motherfucking dude taking cheeks, sucking cock is going to be a gang member. Come on, man. That shit don't work that way. I mean, you see in California, they got them gay boy gangsters. You know, he can claim that type of shit. He needs to create a faction up in Alabama with that. Nah, man. If I'm going to contact somebody, I'm going to contact somebody from the motherland. Because ain't no way these offsets are allowed to function without the privilege and the blessings of the motherland. And that's a bad name, man. That's a bad name for any organization to be associated with that type of shit. They talking about Muslim, Christianity. To me, religion is like this, man. It's different paths to the same destination. That's all it is. Different roads to the same destination. We are going to get there. But we all take different paths. It's the same destination, man. You can't do that, broski. That's bad, man. But see, I noticed that, man, that content creators, they're going to stick together. It's about content creators. They want to be holding, like, I'm not even talking about street politics. I'm just talking about, like, hey, man, that shit ain't right, man. You 39, you get a 16-year-old pregnant. That shit ain't right, bro. I mean, on that topic, he shows the video. He shows the surveillance of his kids breaking his window, right? But if he's doing tattoo shop in his house, you know, he kind of considers that like a business. So you living in the hood, if you have cameras outside your house, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have cameras inside your business to see what's going on. You could be tattooing and somebody can kick in that door and be like, hey, what the fuck's going on? You want to have some of that shit on video. You know, how come you don't show the video of the family coming in and greeting them and, oh, let me see your ID. You know, people only want to show what they want to show. But a lot of people on these YouTube are real gullible. They can't really dissect or analyze or think about all the what ifs. You know, because the people are, oh, it ain't going to happen to me. Oh, it ain't going to happen. It can't happen. Shit, those are the ones when it does happen. Because you weren't thinking that it can't happen. No, it's that's what I noticed, man, with that California politics, man, it's picking and choosing. It's picking and choosing. A lot of them dudes are basically dropouts. I don't get that, man. You know, I don't get that. Yep, you're right about that, Goldie. Shit, Mark be the poster boy for them dudes. What's going on, ebook? And anybody knows that that's been to prison knows that the religious groups, they know what's going on. They know who's doing what and who's trying to hide behind the Bible or who's trying to hide behind the Quran. People don't understand that Christianity and Muslims is itself an organization. So I'm a Boy Scout. I came up. So I seen a little bit of the video where they're trying to, I guess, discredit Muslim or Christianity. And I'm like, man, how can you go against somebody that's righteous, man? Somebody that wants to make the next man better. These characters. But that don't stop Mark being a rapist. Mark was in there doing them dudes bad, man. He was in there taking it by force. Nah, man. What's going on, Larry Bird? Nah, J Dog. And it ain't even about states. It's about right or wrong. It ain't even about states because, you know, well, it's boundaryless. It's borderless. These crimes that happen, you know, it might be more predominantly going on in Alabama, but it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. Sometimes, man, shit. I feel the same way too. You know, because sometimes I'll be watching the news and they be showing something from like Pennsylvania or New Jersey, and I'm like, what the fuck? We're in Texas. I can care less about what's going on in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. Aircraft landed wrong here, or a fire, or something. I'm like, fuck. Nobody in my city got murked. Nobody got fucking kidnapped or hostage. I mean, shit. There's a lot of shit that goes on in my city. But apparently, you know, everybody's interested into the booty bandit, Mark Moore. Nah, shit. We're going to continue going, man. They ain't stopping nothing. They ain't exposing nothing. They ain't exposing nothing. You hear what Warden Wise says. I see that they wanted people to hit the link. But shit, I be on live for hours and hours at a time, and they never hit the link. They never want to sit there and have a cordial, respectful conversation. Never. And they want to sit there and talk about people are ducking and hiding and dodging the smoke. Nah, man, some of us just have to recover and recuperate. Man, we'll be back at it the next day. Ain't nobody ducking or hiding. If I ain't ducked the head then, I definitely ain't going, man, this is like we're almost at the victory, man. You know, victory is almost there. You know, just got to keep on pressing a little bit more, and we'll get there. You know, we'll get there. I probably would too, bro. Fuck. I probably would too, man, because it's like, hey, you're mysterious. It's like, man, that's why people have to be careful on how they talk to people online, man. You can't just get on here and get full of that liquid courage or whatever that makes you feel full of courage to talk nonsense to people, man. If you weren't going to talk to people like that face to face, then what makes you get on here talking to people crazy? I don't get that, man. I honestly don't. I'm like, exactly, Goldie. Exactly, man. And this is what it's supposed to be, man. This ain't no different than what the AOL chat room lines back in the day were, or the fucking MySpace or any kind of interaction chat rooms, man, that people are just having a good time, wasting time. Oh man. You know, we have been talking already for a while, bro. We have been talking, you know what I mean? I know more than what's going on. I'm gonna put it to you like that. I guess they might think that I don't know what's going on or I'm in the dark or come on, man. They're the ones with the tunnel vision. You see, you got to be attacking people and still be on the defensive. You can't be on offense all the time. You see, they wanted to keep me at offense at all time and defense. I'm defense all day long. I'm just defending myself. But at the same time, I gotta have special teams. You know, these guys think this YouTube is like fucking checkers and chess, man. Even though I don't know how to play chess, I know it's a mind game, and you sit there and you analyze and you think, you try to think of the next man's plan or his next play. And there's multiple plays at a time. So you have to sit there and analyze A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, all the angles. If it's a what if, then you have to sit there and analyze it. Think about it. Could it happen? Sometimes it's outrageous and you'd be like, oh, fuck no, man, it ain't going to happen. But then, you know, you'd be surprised and this shit does happen. Here in a little bit, man. Your blood's gonna get out here in a little bit. Ain't nobody dodging, ain't nobody ducking or dodging, ain't nobody doing none of that. We know what we signed up for. I'll be back real quick, y'all. Oh man, it's too late for that shit. It's too late for that. You can't wait. You can't be waving your white flag and be still and still be throwing rocks. It don't work that way. And at this point, I don't care about no white flag. We bulldozing and we rebuilding. You know what I mean? I'm not on this YouTube trying to spew prison or street politics. And I've seen that that's a lot of this stuff going on YouTube. And it's from all the races. Mexican, black, white, it's all the races. They're trying to hold society as a whole to prison and street politics while we're out here in the free world. I'm like, if you're so fucking fascinated by these prison and street politics, get your ass back in that cell. Leave the law-abiding citizens alone. If you know, matter of fact, if you don't, go to El Salvador, go over there and spend a night in one of them prisons. It's like, if you're so fascinated with this prison politics. You see, there's a lot, man, like you know, the Muslims, the Farrakhan. You know, there's a lot of people that be switching from organizations and they be joining other factions. You know, people got to understand that there's multiple, you know, just like there's different Christianities, there's different Muslims. They do, bro. That's the thing they do, man. That you're right about that little country, man. And I'd rather be looked at as a civilized, square person than an idiot, institutionalized, a waste of time. There's nothing wrong with being a law-abiding citizen, man. It took me fucking, I guess, 30 odd years to figure out ain't nothing wrong with being a law-abiding citizen. Ain't nothing wrong with getting up and lacing up your boots and putting in a hard day's work. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nah, bro. Yeah, see, people, you know, every organization, man, it's everything's an organization. You know, it's like, but see, that's that prison environment. You know, you have to understand that there's a lot of people in your inner circle that don't have. Their family members don't have, and they can't provide. So it's only right, that you dwindle and dab. It's no different, man, than being out here. Like I said it before, a lot of us has taken those penitentiary chances to be a provider, keep the lights on, keep food in the fridge, keep a roof over our heads. So I don't expect prison to be any different, especially when it's structured and you have an environment. It's almost like, not everybody receives commissary or money from their loved ones. So there has to be some kind of, black market. Yeah, you're right about that, little country. Some of us, I call us like late bloomers. We late bloomers into what reality life is. Cause we jumped off the porch early, man, thinking that that's all there was. And in reality, shit, there's a lot more than this life than we can imagine. All we have to sit there and, type in a few words of Google and it'll take you wherever you want to go. Oh, my bad. Yeah, yeah, I will. I will, Kente. Man, it's that I've been sick and shit, man, and drinking and shit. This drinking alcohol don't make it any better, man. But sometimes you're like, man, fuck it, man. It is what it is. Yeah, I do, bro. I be fucking, cause honestly, man, this fucking YouTube has consumed me. It's been consuming me for the past couple of months, man. It's like, fuck. I had that fucking song stuck in my head for like fucking weeks at a time, man. See now, I'm put my knife up in your spine tonight. That shit was stuck in my head for a while, man. Oh yeah, see, that's why that's why little country, man. I fought for my kids, man. I filed all the motions pro se, and I got custody of my kids, man. Because I know even me, I had a fucking father, and the way I was going, eh, I can just imagine not having a father guiding you. So shit, I fought for my kids pro se, and I got custody of them, full custody of them, about 14, 15 years ago, man. You see, it feels good, man. My first baby mama, bitch owes me like maybe 14 years back due. I know I ain't never gonna see a fucking penny, man. I ain't never gonna see a penny of that back due child support. But I guess it feels more of having that bragging right. You know what I mean, man? Of saying, you know what, man, that bitch owes me 15 years child support. Man, fuck it. I take the bragging right over than any day she gives me a penny. Because not that many dudes can say, hey, you know what? That bitch owes me, man. I stepped up to the plate. It's always backwards. It's always the dad going to jail. Look at that, a fucking loser going to prison for not being